Good morning, school leaders, teachers, and fellow RVians. Welcome to the Student Leaders Investiture 2022.
I am Josephine.
I am Jolene,
and we are your MCs for this year's investiture. Today marks the official end of the 43rd council term and a new beginning for our new batch of student leaders.
Indeed, the investiture not only celebrates the stepping up of the 44th Students' Council and Chairpersons, but also recognizes the achievements and contributions of the student leaders in the 43rd term.
The theme for this year's investiture is Ignite the Spark. A single spark, a glowing ember, igniting together a blazing splendor.
Every leader starts off their leadership journey by kindling the flame of passion in their hearts. By possessing this spark of passion, it inspires them to grow themselves as a leader and to develop themselves holistically. These tiny sparks in our student leaders come together to ignite into an exquisite radiance, setting ablaze their passion to serve the student body in order to make the school a better place for all.
Before we officially start our investiture today, let us invite our Vice Principal, Mr. Andy Lim, to deliver his opening address.
Dear RVians, it is my pleasure to kickstart the proceedings for our JC Student Leaders Investiture. The theme for the investiture is Igniting the Spark, which is an appropriate and meaningful theme. The spark represents the aspirations and passion of all our students, and with every spark, the flame will grow and together as one, inspire a common goal of providing light and hope to all RVians in making themselves and the school a better place. Today, I would like to share with you about leadership in relation to the Olympic Games. Well, not really about the Games per se, but about the Olympic flame. The most memorable moment of the Olympic Games opening ceremony would always be the lighting up the fire cauldron via the Olympic torch. The flame in the cauldron would burst into life and would burn ferociously for the entire 16 days of the Games. The light would emanate from the flame, engulfing everyone in the stands as they admire the scene. However, one tends to forget that what made this flame possible started from the small and steady flame of the Olympic torch. The flame began when the torch was first lit in Greece. It would make its way via a relay over a period of 4 months around the world before ending at the host country. Along its journey, the determination and perseverance of keeping the flame alight has also inspired many along the path it took. Be it the powerful flame at the cauldron or the small steady flame of the torch, both are just as inspiring and serves their purpose accordingly. So how is this related to leadership? It is important to then know that we are all leaders in our own right, and we can and have to take on the persona of different flames as and when the situation requires. Above all, both flames come together to signify continuity, and this is only possible when we pivot to the right flame during the right moments. Hence, let us learn how to always be the small, steady flame so that we have the reserves to be a huge, powerful flame when the time comes. This will also ensure that we do not get burnt out over the course of the year by trying to emulate being the big flame in the cauldron all year round. With that, let me thank the contributions of our 43rd JC Students Council and 2021 JC Chairpersons, and at the same time, officially welcome our 44th JC Students Council and Chairpersons. Ignite the spark, sustain the flame, and inspire others. But above it all, first, take good care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Andy Lim. Over the past year, the 43rd Junior College Students' Council has worked tirelessly to implement new initiatives for our school, such as Welcome Back to School, our vlog, various donation drives, and many more.
That's right. How about we take a walk down memory lane to look back upon the 43rd term?
Investiture. We're just here to say a few words to thank you for all you've done during your term.
Hello 43rd councillors, you guys have been a fun and spontaneous batch to work with, and most importantly, you played to each other's strength to bring out the best in you.
Hi 43rd. While the circumstances haven't been favourable, you guys did your best and the whole school was able to benefit from all your hard work.
Okay, we really enjoy working with all of you.
Thank you so much. It's not been easy. It's been a period of growth. You've had to adjust because there were SMMs and then SMMs adjusted and SMMs adjusted again. And I hope you had fun learning from one another. Most importantly, please learn how to take care of yourself. This period towards A-levels is not the easiest, but it will be very, very meaningful. Work with your friends, continue to work with us, and we are here for you for the littlest things. See ya!
Wow, I'm sure the 43rd term has put in the utmost effort in providing an enriching RV experience, not only for us, but also for the teachers and non-teaching staff.
Now, let us invite our 43rd Junior College Students' Council President and Vice Presidents to give a few words on behalf of the 43rd JCSC.
Hello everyone, I am Emerson, President of the 43rd Junior College Students' Council. About a year ago, the 43rd JCSC and I, along with our fellow chairpersons, were officially invested as leaders. Yet now, it still feels like it's way too soon for me to be talking to you again, as we are coming to the end of the 43rd term. Looking back, when we took over from our seniors in the 42nd batch, we set out to better our school experiences through various channels and other initiatives. Namely, I remember talking about Investiture 2021's theme, our legacy, the passion to serve, the heart to inspire. I would like to take this opportunity to thank and affirm the 43rd JCSC, teachers and councillors alike for upholding their mission to serve the school, as well as their commitment throughout the past term. Now, I would like to pass the time over to my dear Vice Presidents, who will be talking more in detail about our journey.
Across the past term, the Collaborations Division has explored new ways to engage student leaders in RV, as well as to expand outreach into the community. We began our term with our collaboration with the National Kidney Foundation to provide care packs to Singaporeans undergoing kidney dialysis, as well as to nurses who are working tirelessly around the clock. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work with the Science Leaders Academy and our juniors from the High School Students' Council in this project. After which, we then furthered our collaboration with Tesla through the RV Gold Scheme project. This year, the National Kidney Foundation invited us back to join them in promoting healthy living and to raise awareness of kidney dialysis. We then expanded the scale of our collaboration and invited even more student leaders to join us in this meaningful project. Together, we rolled out many meaningful initiatives together with the Science Leaders Academy, WUSHU, House Division from the Junior College Students' Council, Department of Social Relations from the High School Students' Council, and Multimedia. It is these opportunities which allows these student leaders from different CCAs and academies to come together to piece a very unique picture, a picture which embodies the interconnectedness within our RV community. The Collaborations Division is grateful to be part of this process and to be given the opportunity to serve the school.
Alongside the Collaborations Division, the Care Division has looked into strengthening bonds within RVians as we shape RV to be a caring and loving family, where we call our second home. Through key events like Friendship Day and Welcome Back to School, we witnessed smiles on RVians and we hope that we brought joy when things got a little stressful. Not forgetting our Communications Division has been working behind the scene in managing our Students' Council's RVibe account. We are glad that we could be the bridge between student organisers and the student body. In this year's e-open house, we also engaged with our potential juniors through an immersive video showcasing the unique features of our school. We hope that this allowed the wider community to stand into the shoes of an RVian and better understand our RV community and friendships.
The CCA division aimed to strengthen ties between CCAs and foster a stronger school spirit during their past term. Through events such as the CCA Leaders Camp, the CCA division was able to gather the leaders of different CCAs and explore ways to sharpen our leadership skills and to improve the CCA experience in RV. The CCA division also planned initiatives such as match support to build camaraderie between CCAs. Amidst this difficult time of coping with the pandemic, this gave RVians the opportunity to support the teams competing in the National School Games. The House Division delved into ways to forge a stronger house spirit during their term. They came up with ways to foster a more tightly knit house system. This was especially evident in the You Draw I Guess competition the House Division decided to carry out in collaboration with celebrations for the Mid-Autumn Festival. The House Division played an active role in planning orientation, and they were involved in engaging with participants and have certainly made orientation very enjoyable.
To the 43rd, thank you for persevering through the ups and downs of our term, the challenges and the changes. We've emerged stronger and closer as we face them together as a team. Thank you for being so hardworking and diligent when carrying out our duties with utmost respect and competence. Thank you for the precious memories that I can proudly call our 43rd term. I will be forever grateful for this supportive and hardworking team that we call the 43rd JCSE. To the 44th, our dear juniors, as we pass the baton to you, we hope that you, as a new batch of councillors, will be able to build on the foundations that we have set and soar to greater heights. We hope you remember that at the core of it, you guys are representing the student body, so have the humility and the patience to hear them out, and of course, the heart to serve. We also hope that you remember that the legacy left behind by our seniors and several batches of councillors is not because of any single batch of councillor, but rather the accumulation of continuous efforts, so always know that you are never alone. To the school, thank you for your unwavering support in our various events and your participation in our initiatives. We value you as understanding friends whom we could count on when we needed the most. Otherwise, we truly could not have accomplished what we did without you. With that, we will be officially handing over the term to the 44th Junior College Students Council.
Thank you, Emerson, Zhenbang, Haoyuan, and Joel. Now, let us officially commence the 43rd Junior College Students Council Stepping Down ceremony.
First up, we have the Care Division, led by Kavilasha, consisting of Graris Lee, Cherish Lee, and Randall So.
Next, we have the CCA Division, led by Cedric Cheng, consisting of Samuel Den and Hubert Ang.
Following that, we have the Collaborations Division, led by Magdalene Tong, consisting of Ng Le Xuan and Lu Jiaen.
Moving on, we have the Communications Division, led by Cheryl Chow, consisting of Chua Ying-en, Gong Yongjia, and Erica Lim.
Not to forget, we have the House Division, led by Yi Kai-zhi, consisting of Li Xingbei, Louisa Vera Wan, Jin Chin Li, and Leong Xin Han.
Last but not least, we have our President, Emerson Yap, Vice President, Chai Haoyuan, Xu Zhenbang, Joel Kwek, and Secretary Chia Huiting.
Now, for the last time, presenting to you the 43rd Junior College Students Council.
Now, let's hear from the 43rd Student Councillors to find out more about their takeaways and fond memories that they've had in the past year.
Oh, wait. sorry.
Let's do it again.
I would say that the most challenging part about being a counsellor is balancing between effort and impact. We don't want to overload ourselves, but in the end come up with something that is not as well received as we had expected. And we may have a lot of ideas in mind, but we have to learn to evaluate them and have foresight in terms of predicting the impact of these ideas before we proceed to implement them.
I think for me, the most challenging part of being a counsellor would be living up to the expectations of my role as a division head. Because I don't have prior experience in HSC, so like JCSC is like a new environment to me, and initially it was quite apprehensive for me, especially when I took up the role as a division head. I didn't really know what to do and like how to lead my members, but I think along the way it gets better because I have my peers working alongside me and teachers guiding me, so the fear just reduced. Yeah.
I feel kind of sad because this council term is so short. Like, we only have 1 year to carry out what we want to carry out, and you know, I've had a lot of great memories with my other councillors
especially in like JC orientation, having the opportunity to plan an event and like the different interactions I had with different people involved was very memorable for me. So I'm pretty sad that I had to step down.
Of course, I'll feel very sad because this term was really so short and time passed by very fast. But of course, all good things will come to an end eventually. And I'm very happy and content that throughout the past term, I have done and contributed to the best of my abilities as a counsellor.
I would say that I'm grateful for everyone whom I've crossed paths with in my journey of being a counsellor, but I'm especially grateful for the members in my care division, because even though sometimes our schedules may clash and we may not have a common time to meet and do our work together as a division, we are all very understanding towards each other, and we also complement each other's weaknesses and strengths very well, and we also communicate effectively as a division.
For me, I would say it's Miss Kai, because she's been very nice and caring towards us counsellors as well as myself, and she's taught me a lot of things about how to be a better leader, as well as how to be a better person and how to be more caring for the people around.
For the 44th JCSC, I see that a lot of y'all are filled with like passion and eager to serve the school and the community. I feel like it's very encouraging to see that, and I think along the way, even though it may be quite rocky and stressful at times, I think just believe in yourself and be yourself throughout. And I think most importantly, remember the drive and passion that you have today that motivated you to join JCSC, and you'll gain what you hope to gain at the end of the day. Yeah, so 加油!
I would like to say that even though sometimes it may get quite stressful being a counsellor while managing your many commitments and at the same time trying to catch up on schoolwork, I would say that the journey will be worthwhile and that you will have a lot of takeaways, so hang in there. Yeah.
I would say that we should do the things that we like so that you yourself and the student body can like the things that you do.
In your council term, you're going to be carrying out a lot of initiatives, planning a lot of events. As you do those things, always stay true to your beliefs, and I feel that's what makes those initiatives and events really meaningful for the student body. Yeah.
Thank you, 43rd Junior College Students' Council, for your warm and encouraging words.
Next is a small surprise prepared by the House Division. Let us sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Look, the four houses have been fighting for so long, but we still don't know which of us is the best.
Like we all know, Atlas is the best house. But there's nothing to prove there.
Yeah, there isn't anything that says either best house, in which there should be, because we are the best house.
What about this? The best house of year 2022 will receive a grand prize.
Prize? What will it be?
No, not this.
Then what would it be?
But wait, how do we win Best House of the Year? Starting from the 2022 44th JCSC, the house points will reset every May, starting a new house term. There are various segments that can contribute to house points, which include house activities such as orientation, house week and RV games, festival activities, house VIA, and collaborations with CCAs or academies. Do note that orientation will be the last chance to earn house points every house term. 4 houses, 1 plaque, may the best house of the year hold glory.
Hey, Alicia won best house for orientation. Doesn't that mean that we're best house of the year?
No! Not necessarily.
necessarily, participating in house activities throughout the year will grant you a greater chance of winning the best house of the year.
Yes! Then Ito is going to win the play!
Hello, check the house website. Apollo is second. We're going to win.
Wait. What website you mean? Oh, you mean...
In the house website, various house initiatives throughout the year will also be shared here and are open for all to participate. You can see a live update of the house points system under the house points tab here. Lastly, any CCA or academy who wishes to collaborate with us can go over to the About Us tab for more information. Any enquiries, please forward to
May the best house win!
Wow, the House Cup looks really interesting. I cannot wait to see which house wins the House Cup.
Indeed, this really excites me, just like how I'm excited to know the new councillors of the 44th Junior College Students' Council.
Me too. Let us now officially welcome the 44th JCSC.
First up, we have the Care Division, led by Clarence Koh, consisting of Emily Ping, Yang Xingyi, and Roxanne Lim.
Next, we have the CCA Division, led by Damien Liu, consisting of Teo Zhenyu, Lim Xingrong, and Xie Hengli.
Following that, we have the Collaborations Division, led by Qin Zhixing, consisting of Fan Xiuning, Ko Kim Hong, Javier Chua, and Clarissa Chua.
Moving on, we have the Communications Division, led by Gan Cihan, consisting of Denise Chu, Sun Ruiting, Yip Yingxing, and Rie Hong.
Not to forget, we have the House Division, led by Chris Tang, consisting of Shannon Goh, Shanoa Chia, Tan Xuan Tian, Jolin Neo, and Li Zhongting.
Last but not least, we have the Executive Committee, led by Lutfil Hadi, consisting of Gan Siyi, Suzanne Bay, Tashlin Chen, and Secretary Yap Enfei and Isaac Ting.
Now, the 44th Junior College Students' Council will be pinning their badges.
The councillors will now be reciting the Council Pledge.
We, the members of the Students' Council, pledge to serve the Council with pride and loyalty, and to give our best to the student body. Whenever we are performing our duties, we must exercise our authority accordingly. We strive to surpass competence, achieve excellence, and uphold the values of proactiveness, people-centricity, pursuit of excellence, and perseverance.
Presenting to you the 44th Junior College Students' Council.
Now, let's welcome the President of the 44th Junior College Students' Council, Lutfil Hadi, to deliver his speech.
Good morning, Madam Choi, Vice Principals, teachers, and students. I'm Lutfil Hadi, President of the 44th Students' Council of the JC section. Together with the entire 44th Students' Council, I have a vision to create a more vibrant school culture and instill a stronger sense of school spirit in all of us in order to enrich our JC lives. It is our duty to roll out initiatives for the betterment of the student body in order to make your time here in RV as enjoyable and meaningful as it can be. The JCSE is made up of 5 divisions, and our councillors will work hard to plan and execute initiatives and programs for the betterment of the school. Firstly, Suzanne Bay, the Vice President of Development, will look into the Collaborations Division to work more closely and strengthen our connections with different organizations within and outside of school. We will collaborate with the High School Students' Council and other student leaders in order to bring about larger school and community-wide initiatives for all students from Secondary 1 up to JC2. We also plan to make it more accessible for all students to give their feedback to the Council, empowering you to reach out to us if there is anything that you wish to see in our school. By doing this, we hope to have a better understanding of what the student body wants as part of your school experience. We will also collaborate with outside organizations to meet the needs of the community around us. In doing so, we hope that we will be able to contribute to our society and help to strengthen it through our combined efforts as a whole school, united by a strong RV spirit. Secondly, Teshin Chen, the Vice President of Public Relations, will look into the collaborations and care divisions to enhance our modes of communications with the student body and strengthen welfare for the school. Some of our plans include relooking how the RVians Instagram account can be refreshed to have more than just publicity posts. We wish to make it a platform where students are able to share their memories of the school life, and through that, we will be able to relate to one another through our shared experiences. We also aim to expand our welfare efforts to go beyond students individually, but to the school as a whole. We wish to make our school a place where not only do we work hard to strive for academic excellence, but also be a place where we can rest our minds and relax whenever we feel a little too stressed out from our academic endeavors. Last, but definitely not the least, Gan CE, the Vice President of Collegiate Spirit, will look into the House and CCA divisions. We aim to strengthen the spirit of community in our school. Through the initiatives which we wish to introduce, we hope to build a common identity amongst all of us as JC students in RV. The execution of more mass school activities will bring us more opportunities to bond with one another and strengthen our friendships, as well as create new ones in the process. We hope that this would allow us to inculcate a stronger sense of camaraderie between each and every one of us and create our unity as a whole school community. So RVians, join us on this journey to make the best out of our time here in RV, so that one day, when we walk across the Scholar's Court for the very last time, we will remember the countless fun memories that we have and cherish them for the rest of our lives. Thank you, and we look forward to working closely with you.
Thank you, Lutfil, for your inspiring speech. We believe that the 44th Junior College Students' Council will definitely rise to greater heights and continue serving the student body with a burning passion.
Today, apart from the student councillors, we would also like to introduce to you a special group of people, our very own chairpersons. The chairpersons serve an integral role in maintaining the well-being of the class and being the bridge of communication between the teachers and the students.
Let us now invite Mr. Mark and Mr. Chua to share a few words before we officially appoint the JC chairpersons.
Hello, JC chairpersons. Congratulations on your appointment as a chairperson for the year 2022. Thank you for your service so far this year in the past term and a half, and thank you in advance for your service in the coming year. They say that leadership is about action and not position, and that is something that is true and has always been true for the chairpersons in River Valley High School. You serve as an important bridge between the school and the student body. You help us coordinate activities with your fellow classmates, but at the same time make sure that their concerns are heard and appreciated by your teachers and by other members in the school community. You play an integral role in making sure that our programs can run well and that your classmates have a good time while they do, as well as making sure that all students feel cared for and appreciated. And that's really the other role that you play as a chairperson. Not only are you helping us coordinate and build those bridges of communication, but you're also having a role as a peer support leader. You help us create a culture that is a caring one and a climate that is enabling for all RVians. Through your work, you demonstrate the values of proactiveness, perseverance, people centricity, and the pursuit of excellence. I've been very proud of many chairpersons in the past, and I am certain that you will do a great job in 2022 and beyond. So once again, on behalf of all the teachers and the broader community here at River Valley High School, congratulations on your appointment and thank you for all that you have done.
Good morning to all. First, let me congratulate all student leaders. This investiture marks a major milestone, both in your learning journey in RV, as well as your personal development as future leaders for Singapore. The school sees great potential in you, and your investiture as student leaders is a vote of confidence from your peers and the school in your leadership capability. I believe that the key to leaderships are head, heart, and hands. Great leaders were not born great. They made themselves great by understanding the needs of the community they are serving. They made informed judgment and decisions. They drove themselves and their people with passion and purpose and served with empathy. Most importantly, they lead by doing their best and working alongside with others to be positive change makers, earning their trust and respect. To the class chairpersons, thank you for stepping forward to lead as class chairperson. You play an important role in bringing everybody together, moving towards the class shared goals. Thank you for listening. You care about and listen to the thoughts and concerns of your classmates. You offer your presence when they need you most. Thank you for lending a helping hand to your teachers, working together to build a positive classroom culture and create an ideal learning environment for the class to grow together. Although there might be times when you experience setbacks, I want you to know that this is okay. Have compassion for yourself, reflect and learn from it. Do what is needed to address the challenges and keep moving forward, as learning how to handle these setbacks is one of the keys to achieving real success in all areas of your life. To all the student leaders, both past and present, you represent the leaders of tomorrow. I hope the leadership experience that you have gained will put you in good state in the years ahead and prepare you well for the future. Remember to lead with your head, lead with your heart, and lead with your hands. All the best.
Thank you, Mr. Mark and Mr. Chua. Now, let us officially commence the stepping up ceremony of the JC chairpersons.
First, let us welcome the JC1 chairpersons. The JC1 chairpersons will now be pinning their badges.
Next, let us welcome the JC2 chairpersons. The JC2 chairpersons will now be pinning their badges.
Now, the chairpersons will be taking the chairperson oath together.
Chairpersons of River Valley High School pledge to serve our class with sincerity, to build the bridges of communication, to maintain the unity of the class, and to further the welfare of our classmates. Through it all, we commit to being proactive, perseverant, people-centric, and unwavering in our pursuit of excellence.
Now that the chairpersons have officially stepped up, let us hear more from them on how they feel about being a chairperson.
I think it's pretty cool actually, especially with the support from my friends and teachers. Even though I'm a bit nervous because this is the first time I'm taking on such a role, I still want to do my best to strengthen the bond in my class.
My class can look forward to very good snacks, a lot of class bonding activities, as well as a pillar of support they can need for a conducive learning environment for everyone.
Sometimes I can tend to be a bit doubtful of myself and my abilities, which can affect the way that I lead my peers. But I hope to overcome this with the support of my friends and my teachers.
As a chairperson, we are expected to be role models for our classmates. But we are also human and we do have our limits and make mistakes sometimes. So I hope that there are people around me to remind me of my mistakes, and I will always do my best to correct them.
To all the J1s, I know JC life is not ideal, it's very hard, but we can get through this together. And to 22J14, 加油! We will work hard together.
All the best for this school year. If you need someone to talk to or someone for help, I can always be there and just do our best and overcome all challenges together.
Thank you, Chairpersons. I'm sure they will lead their class to the best of their abilities and make our life in JC an extra memorable one. With that, the Student Leaders Investiture 2022 has officially come to an end. We believe the Students' Council and the Chairpersons will continue to strive for excellence and work hand in hand with our fellow RVians to create an enjoyable school life for everyone.
See you next year. Bye!